Yeah, and for me, along those same lines, is I want, like I said at the beginning, I want to go where people are moving to, where there's people, and people want to get to, and where jobs are going and where jobs are. Because I know that if there's jobs there, people are going to be there and they're going to be able to afford paying rent. I don't. What isn't right for me is to go in a random city. Like one of my buddies sent me something in Texas, but it was like super remote. There was like no neighbors nearby. It did have some acreage, but it was like far away from any kind of job, or it was, you might get lucky and find a tenant, but I want to be somewhere where I could rent it out very quick. So one property we did buy a single family home in Plano. We picked that because it was a very nice neighborhood. Working professionals want to live there, families would want to live there, and it's a single level home, so people older or have disabilities could live there. So I'd like to, it doesn't have to meet all those requirements, but heck, if I can get them all, and it's in a very highly populated area where people work and travel and commute to, that meets all my criteria. That meets most of my criteria as far as a good location, because I could sell it very easily. I can re-rent it, and I'm going to have to re-rent it just next month. And just like last year, I'll have 4 or 5 applications in the first 2 weeks. If I do something more remote, you might, find something that meets that criteria, but it could take you a couple months. It could take you a year. I don't necessarily want to go a couple years or a couple months without receiving rent. So that's kind of like so Texas and that greater Dallas area, that really kind of piqued my interest last year, a little over a year ago. So I'll continue buying there, but people are flocking to many different areas besides just Dallas and Texas. But that kind of meets my criteria. It's a good location.